We are going to be taking a closer look at all of the screenshots provided for Roadcraft. So I made a video about this yesterday and I had 18 of the 26, so there is another 8 screenshots you guys may or may not have seen yet. So one of the objectives is going to be clearing debris. If we look at the K700, it looks like it has a plow on the front or some kind of a blade. Same with the one here on the left, but the main takeaway from this image for me is we have tracked vehicles, guys. So the main takeaway from this one is that there is going to be loose cargo. We have a dump truck add-on or dump truck bed here. It does look like there is a small fuel canister, and there is a few trucks off in the background. It looks like a K700, kind of similar to the one in the last image. And there's some sort of a rolling machine there. I find this image pretty interesting because there is a tree harvester, and we have what looks to be like an excavator with a harvester header on it. I don't know if we have to chop down trees or if that's something you can do to make a road maybe. And then again, if you look at the vehicle, there is tracks on it, so a second tracked vehicle at least. And for this image, it looks like the machine may be delimbing the tree. It did mention something about managing reconstruction resources, so maybe you'll have to use this to bring to, say, like a lumber mill, and then turn that into boards, which you can then use to build a bridge or something like that, which we will get to a bridge image here in a little bit. And from this image, you can also see a much better view of the tracks. They also mention use materials like sand, wood, or tar to transform the terrain and facilitate the passage of your vehicles. And then this is sort of the third image of the tree harvesting. So it looks like we have what would be a bulldozer here normally, but instead of a blade, it has what is a stump grinder on the front. There is a stump there, and it is also another view of another tracked vehicle. And then here is one of those possible use cases. This bridge looks very newly constructed. And if we zoom in, you can actually see that there is a roof rack on the truck, although I'm not sure how much that will matter in this game. And there is also a spare wheel in the truck bed. So in this image here, it looks to be what is the second step of road building. Earlier we saw a truck drop off some sand or gravel or something. Now it looks like we have a K700 which is flattening that. And after that we will have a truck come through and lay down some asphalt. And then after that, we'll have another truck come through and roll over the top. So here we have the asphalt paver. Again, this is another tracked vehicle. And then here it looks like the final stage, which is the asphalt compactor. It also looks like there is a fuel station off in the background. Then in this image, it's kind of the previous ones that we just talked about. So we have a truck with some sand. Then it has the K700, which comes through with the blade and flattens it. Then we have the asphalt paver, which puts down the asphalt. And then we have the asphalt compactor there in the back, which flattens all that out. So if you guys have played SnowRunner for any amount of time, you've probably run across a broken down excavator. I'm not sure if this is one of those or if this is something you can actually use. So I'm not really sure what to think of this image, but other than that, it's basically just a K700 and doing some more flattening, so it's nothing we haven't seen with this so far. Then for these next few images, they are all K700s. So this one is a K700 clearing some stuff from what looks to be a bridge that broke, so a train wreck. Then here is another K700 image. Don't see anything particularly stand out in this one. Just looks to be clearing some debris. Same with this one. Just, another screenshot. This one you can actually see it looks like it's pushing some stuff, so clearing debris again. And then here it's doing some more flattening for a road. Has the blade on the front again, and here's the last one. This one you can see the little pile up in front there as well. It's flattening some more sand. I'm not entirely sure, but this might be the same vehicle that we saw with the very first screenshot of this video. Another tracked vehicle. This one is a cable layer, so there's a big cable drum up in the front there, and there's basically a big ripper shank, kind of like on a bulldozer, off behind it, and it digs a big trench, and then it puts the cable in right off behind that. And they also mention reactivate a factory by reconnecting it to the power grid with your cable layer. So this will probably be something that you will be required to use for the main campaign of the game. So here's another pretty cool screenshot. This is another tracked vehicle, and normally this would be an excavator, but it looks like they have a big crane on it. And it's pulling out a pipe, and if you look pretty close, you can see that there's actually a huge hole in it, and it looks to be pretty rusted. But then if you look over in the truck off in the background, there's actually another pipe that looks to be a new pipe, so it looks like you'll be pulling the old ones out and replacing them. So this vehicle looks to be the exact same vehicle from the previous screenshot. This one also looks to be pulling out a rusted pipe, and again it has another pipe in the bed that looks to be a good one that's going to be replacing it. This is another image of a asphalt compactor, and I don't see anything of particular interest in this photo. If you guys do spot anything in any of these photos that you think is of interest, go ahead and point it out. Put it in the comment section down below. Let me know what I missed, or if there's something you think I said wrong maybe. This is another good image. We have a couple of new things here. So we got a roof rack off on the right. We have a new crane, different supports in the middle. And then on the left side we have a truck with a bed, which is nice because at least we know we'll be able to carry something. And then here we have another scout truck, again with another roof rack. First time looking at this, I didn't see anything of particular interest, but upon closer inspection I see there is a big crane off in the background. And they mentioned you can operate your cranes, whether fixed or mobile, to lift containers and equipment with precision. I wouldn't say again that there's anything of particular interest in this one. There is a roof rack on the truck. We got some palm trees, so it does spell a more tropical area. And the architecture on the buildings is a little different from some of the other ones we've seen. And this looks to be the same vehicle from the one where I showed you guys the bridge. I could be wrong on that, but it does look like it's very similar. It also has a roof rack on it. Again, the architecture here is a little bit different than what we've seen in some other places. So for this last one, I think we have the same vehicle as we did from the previous screenshot. And this part also says, with your vehicle, choose carefully your itinerary through abandoned factories, submerged dams, or out-of-service solar fields. And then it looks like we have a spare in the trunk, which we did point out earlier. We have a roof rack. And if this is the fuel and repair points of the roof rack, then what are these things in the back? Alright guys, and that is the deeper dive into all of the screenshots. Let me know what you thought of the video. Again, let me know if you think there's anything I missed, or maybe something that I said wrong, or whatever. Put it in the comments down below. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch another video, there's a random video on screen and another playlist. Please be sure to share the video, like it, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those bell notifications so you're notified when I upload. And until next time, peace.